may tanong ako, what is actually the wisdom with with calling them just children in conflict with law and
Ang mm.
children who committed a crime? What is the
Ang
wisdom between the two? Kasi
mm,
those those two are the same. So,
mm.
I think ako for me, in my point of view, kaya lang gusto nilang sabihin na children in conflict with law, kasi yan naman yung slogan nila that children are not criminals. Actually, they are. You just change the name. You just actually
Oo,
lengthen the name. If you are in
oo,
conflict with the law, you're a criminal. So,
oo.
kaya nga, ang gulo nun, no? Na parang, parang
Yun yung ano, ang explanation nila dun, Sas, is kasi they do not want to embarrass the children daw. They do not want to embarrass the children, they
uy,
do not want the children to be stigmatized, ganyan-ganyan.
uy,
Which is actually very weird kasi parang hindi yan, it is your mindset that should be changed.
actually,
Di ba?
embarrassment, stigmatization are actually exact mechanism of how you correct a behavior.
Mm-mm.
Bakit hindi mo stigmatize ang batang nakakommit ng heinous crime? Ano gusto mo ipamper? Of course, you are stigmatizing the act. You're
Mm.
stigmatizing na you cannot commit a heinous crime, no matter what age you are. This is stigmatized in society. This is unacceptable in society. And you must be embarrassed of yourself that you committed this. Because if you're not going to be embarrassed for committing a heinous crime,
Mm-mm.
what are you actually teaching children? Oo nga,
Diyos
na
ko.
ano ba problema? Ano why are you giving all these comments na you don't know, laws are made by humans? Wala namang argument na hindi siya made ng humans, eh.
Mm.
So, ano yung problema?
Mm.
Ang tanong dito, how do you would like a child who committed a heinous crime to be disciplined by law? Magbigay kayo ng exact. Kasi the current juvenile justice law is insufficient. Ngayon, if you think the current juvenile justice law is sufficient, argue your case.
Loka-loka talaga. Sobrang parang, yun nga parang, wow, talaga guguluhin mo yung isang bansa para lang sa optics mo. Tanga ka. Ganon. Embarrassing talaga tong si Risa. And, to be fair dito kay Risa, sabi ko nga, sa akin, kung gusto niya imbitahan yung developer, okay lang rin naman yan. Pero parang pang by the way lang yan para dun sa hearing mo. By the way, inimbitahan ko rin pala ang developer ng mga gaming app, ganyan-ganyan. Pang by the way lang yan. Pero to really issue a warning, tapos humingi ka pa ng tulong doon sa German embassy to secure the presence of, parang, dude, sino hinahabol mo?
Parang, parang
Di ba? Parang,
ang nakakaloka dito, mas galit pa siya dun sa developer kaysa dun sa nag-commit ng mass shooting.
correct.
Parang you need to think for yourself na is this an acceptable balance in our community in the first place? Second, kung gusto mo ng reform, yeah, sure, but reform has to be actually science-based because you are claiming that your at least 1 year can actually physically reform the neurological system of the kid.
Correct, Ate, it takes like 3 to 5 years for you to be reformed talaga.
At ibang ano pa yan, at ibang situation pa yan, and that is perhaps depression or whatever. But we're not talking here about depression, we are talking here
We're
about
talking
a brain
about
that has gained capacity to actually commit a heinous crime.
carry out a crime.
You have to err at the side of protecting society from those who have committed a heinous crime, whether they're adults or kids. That is the number one thing. Kasi if you're not gonna have that mentality that you have to protect society from those who are able to have already demonstrated that they could commit a heinous crime, then what are you actually protecting with this law?
Wala nang wala nang purpose nga yung batas kasi nga supposedly the reason why yung justice na hinahanap is supposed to be addressed by accountability and the punishment.
Mhm.
Yung combination na yan yung magdadala ng justice to tilt the balance doon sa mga nasaktan.
Mhm.
Kaso nga lang, yung batas mo, ba nag-o-offer ng accountability?
Hindi
Tapos
siya
hindi
fair,
rin naman
proportionate.
nare-reform yung offender. 'Di ba?
Exactly,
Ano
ate.
ba silbi niyan? Tsaka yun ngayon hindi hindi na-a-address. Yun yung ayoko Yun yung ayoko rin dun sa Philippine Juvenile Justice System. Kasi parang hindi talaga siya justice. Kasi nga, nagpapanggap tayo,
Oo.
naglilinis-linisan tayo, nag-aano tayo, yung ayaw nating i-recognize yung totoo. And how can we really improve if hindi natin aaminin na may mali? 'Di
Meron,
ba?
meron niyang mali.
Mhm.
Alam mo, parang, you could, this is all about choosing a right term, no? Sinasabi nila, don't punish kids. Okay, fine. If you don't want to call it punishment, call it discipline. How are exactly you're going to impose discipline on a minor who committed a heinous crime? Doon tayo mag-uumpisa. Is 1 year, it's a minimum 1 year
Enough.
confined rehabilitation enough? Discipline for a child who committed a heinous crime.
Mm-mm.
Ngayon, express your argument. Why is it enough?
Enough.
Why is it enough? What is the physical explanation why 1 year is enough? What kind of intervention must be conducted in order to actually impose discipline on a child who committed a heinous crime, or even non-heinous crime, in order for the child to actually improve their heinous control, which is actually the point of the rehabilitation, di ba? Improve the impulse control of the erring child. Pero kung wala kang maibibigay na na implementable solution other than punish a child as a child, you're not giving any you're not giving any value to the conversation.
Oo. Totoo. Ayun, nalaglag na si Happy Fam. Ayan, thank you for Happy Fam for sharing your story. Hello, Riri Ask.
Hello po, Miss Joey.
Ayan, hello. Salita ka pa nga ulit kasi para ma-test natin kung malinaw yung audio mo.
Hello po. Hello.
Ayan, sige, go.
Guess ko lang about sa sinasabi niyong 19 daw na 12 dahil hindi na pala.
Riri Ask, hindi maganda yung audio mo. Medyo malabo. Hindi marinig ng maayos. Ayan. Sige, test natin ulit. Salita ka ulit. Hindi ka naririnig, Riri Ask.
Hello?
Ayan, okay, better.
Yun nga po yung sabi niyong guy na taga-US na lumaki sa mga black something. Kasi nagre-review din po ako aside sa nakikinood sa inyo. Tapos nag-aaral din po about sa PEDYA, sa nursing. And according po doon, at the age of school age, which is around 9 to 12, ang concept po kasi nila ng death is parang permanent na. So parang with that, parang at that age, alam na talaga dapat nila, if normal talaga yung development ng bata, alam niya talaga yung may mangyayari. Tapos, grabe rin yung parang racist yung pagbaba niya ng tundo something. So, I didn't agree with it talaga. Yun lang. Parang kakain. Tapos, dun sa naman.
Sobrang walang self-awareness talaga. Parang,
opo, like, tundo. Tapos, binabaliktad niya pa yung situation. Nakakainis.
Oo.
Tapos, I just want to comment lang dun sa sa juvenile justice. At alam naman talaga ng bata na may loopholes kaya sila nakakatakas dun sa mga ganun. So, kailangan talaga siyang ma-alter O tapos, ano bang masasabi ko kay
Ma-alter
tapos
to at least balance yung ano 'no, to at least balance yung action doon sa consequence nung action. Yun kasi yung
yes,
missing
kailangan talaga
eh.
siya.
And again, I have to repeat myself and kanina pa namin 'to sinasabi ni Sas, "Ano ba yung gusto niyong gawin dun sa mga erring minors?" Ganyan, ganyan. Well, ang gusto namin gawin is that number one, there should be punishment and also there should be reformation. Kagaya nga ng sinasabi ko kanina, are we going okay, general rule is that meron tayong batas, 'pag sinunod mo at hindi 'pag sinunod mo, 'di okay ka, 'pag hindi mo sinunod may consequence 'yan. These are for adults, 'di ba? Walang walang problema pagka-adults. Ngayon kapagka minor 'yan, how are we going to, give a sense of consequence and accountability despite of their minority and at the same time provide a reformation program because ang minor, mas malaki yung chance na mare-reform mo yan kasi bata pa eh, 'di ba? Bata pa. What we have right now is kulang nga siya sa accountability because we do not even call them criminals. We call them children in conflict with laws. 'Di ba? Wala silang 14 years old and below cannot be charged. Yung mas matanda, I think, will be subject to certain legal processes. But be that as it may, meron pa rin silang mga safety measures before they can be yung ang dami pang mga pa-etos-etos. Kumbaga parang bago nila ma-sort out yung totoong liability nila, ang dami-dami pa nilang etos balungos bago talaga masabi na meron silang nagawang mali. Ganon.
May tanong ako. What is actually the wisdom with with calling them just children in conflict with law and children who committed a crime? What is the wisdom between the two? Kasi those two are the same. So I think ang ako for me in my point of view, kaya lang gusto nilang sabihin na children in conflict with law kasi yan naman yung slogan nila that children are not criminals. Actually, they are. You just change the name. You just actually lengthen the name. If you are in conflict with the law, you're a criminal. So, kaya nga, ang gulo nun, no? Na parang
yun yung ang explanation nila dun Sas is kasi they do not want to embarrass the children daw. They do not want to embarrass the children. They do not want the children to be stigmatized, ganyan. Which is actually very weird kasi parang hindi yan, it is your mindset that should be changed.
Actually,
diba?
Embarrassment, stigmatization are actually exact mechanism of how you correct a behavior. Bakit hindi mo stigmatize ang batang nakakommit ng heinous crime? Ano gusto mo ipamper? Of course, you are stigmatizing the act. You're stigmatizing that you cannot commit a heinous crime, no matter what age you are. This is stigmatized in society. This is unacceptable in society. And you must be embarrassed of yourself that you committed this. Because if you're not going to be embarrassed for committing a heinous crime, what are you actually teaching children? Answer me. If you don't want someone to feel embarrassed and humiliated because they committed a heinous crime, regardless of age, what exactly are you trying to do? Hindi ba? Kaya yun hindi ko magets, no? I don't know the exact reasoning of these people of why they have to do this verbal gymnastics na pareho lang din naman yung meaning. So,
yun yung nila. Yun yung reason nila na they do not want the children to be stigmatized dahil nga raw madadala niya na raw yun sa pagtanda, kineso, maapektuhan daw yung kanyang development, etc. etc.
Wait, sandali lang May address lang ako dito. Sabi ni Bea Jamo, Sas, I think you should look at the bigger picture. I don't agree with blaming how these children turn out. Adults are responsible. Alam mo, Bea Jumo, you don't really understand how the criminal justice work. Do you know that even adults, mitigating circumstances, right? How they were raised, how whatever happened in their childhood are actually included in the assessment of mitigating factors. Hindi mo alam. You don't, wag kayo, ito yung sinasabi ko, no? Na you are giving situations that actually are not being practiced in reality. How you, even if you're adult and you committed a crime, one of the, di ba, Joey? Ang isa sa mga strategy, mitigating factor is actually how you were raised, where you were raised, etc., etc., etc. Sinasama siya even if it is an adult committed crime. Di ba yung isa nga sa US, yung parang nategi nila yung parents nila. Tapos nategi nila yung parents nila. Parang nire-revisit ngayon yung sentencing kasi ano sila makukulong sila for habang buhay. Kaso ang sinasabi nila kaya nila nagawa yon, they were stopped
Kasi
because
na-abuse sila.
they were abused by their parents. Pero ginawa nila yung crime when they were already adult, ha? So, kasama yun sa mitigating factor. So, huwag mo sabihin na if you are an adult, hindi na isasama yung mga nangyari sa'yo sa nakaraan in order to assess your full responsibility for a crime. So huwag mo sasabihin na children are not responsible for how they turn out. Well, adults in real criminal justice, kasama rin yun sa mitigating factor kung bakit yung isang adult committed a crime. Especially if the adult is a first-time offender. Na parang titingnan nila, bakit bigla itong nag-snap? Ano ba nangyari dito? What actually happened to the life of this adult? You can revisit a lot of criminal cases, no? And that is actually being considered. So, let's not confuse contextual factors on why a child or anyone committed a crime versus that you actually committed a crime, and then whatever happened to you can be a mitigating factor, but we have to discipline you anyway.
Ayun. Anyway, hanggat hindi ma-revise ang Juvie Act, we have this sitting official na nagsulong ng batas na yan that is danger to the public. Actually, it's getting more and more dangerous kasi nga palala na ng palala yung palala na ng palala yung perversity ng mga kabataan to do crime because it offers almost zero deterrent. Yung batas natin offers almost zero deterrent. Ayun. Anyway, kaya nga hindi impossible na masundo yung bata. Ano to? You might know all the laws, but laws are made by human. Irrelevant yung mga ganitong, hindi ito yung topic eh.
Oo nga, irrelevant yan eh. Irrelevant. Para
Yun nga
Pero naman
pinag-uusapan yung existing law, hindi nga fit doon sa situation. So, parang i-erase mo yun. Yun nga mismo yung kine-question ngayon.
Oo nga,
Diyos
na
ko.
parang ano ba problema? Why are you giving all these comments na you don't know laws are made by humans? Wala namang argument na hindi siya made ng humans. Eh. So ano yung problema? Ang tanong dito, how do you would like a child who committed a heinous crime to be disciplined by law? Magbigay kayo ng exact. Kasi the current juvenile justice law is insufficient. Ngayon, if you think the current juvenile justice law is sufficient, argue your case.
Correct. Ito namang si D-Snats, you all sound ignorant with your takes. You probably don't have children. For someone who claim that they are smart, you are so blinded by your ignorance, only looking at it on your opinion. Idiot, we're not talking about how you're going to raise your children.
Una-una, you are blinded by your ignorance. I am not actually ignorant. I actually read neuroscience studies. So please point out what exactly am I saying that is not aligned with modern neuroscience studies of developing brains on whether or not children can actually have the capacity to understand. Then, if you cannot provide counter arguments, empirical arguments, then you all have the right to tell me that I'm arguing from the point of view of ignorance. Pero until you don't, you have no argument. Ito yung nakakaloka, no, Joey, na parang, hindi ba kayo nakakasunod? Parang, is there a problem na hindi kayo nakakasunod sa discussion?
Oo nga.
Yung tanong ko lang po, like, paano po sila nag-come out dun sa 15 years old lang dapat yung managot? Like, ano pong issue po ba yun noon nung nagawa yung batas na yan? But 15, like, ano pong studies yung pinagbasihan nila?
Walang
I am
studies. This was actually in compliance with the UN
UN
Convention on the Rights of the Child.
Ay, di ba it's parang si Gloria Macapagal po yung nag-approve yun, siya rin po yung nagpatanggal ng death penalty ng lethal injection po ba yun?
Sinuspend niya and then
Suspend.
eventually it was actually scrapped by Congress, Philippine Congress. Ang yung kay what kasi nga, you know, sa Philippines kasi tayo, no, and kasi may mga trade agreements kasi that you can only avail, especially with Europe, if you actually implement provisions of some human rights conventions that you signed on.
Yes,
And
Ms.
that's
Sas, the
one-
hypocrisy of the Europeans.
And that is actually one of the reasons why this law was passed, because we would like to avail these trade agreements that have those conditions. So ano talaga siya? Meron siyang economic dimension of why you actually pass a law like this. Kaya yung sinasabi nung rare ask kung ito ba pinag-isipan ng mabuti or whatever. No, because ang talagang motivation talaga in order to pass this is to actually to avail those trade agreements that have those those provisions. Actually, the United States is not a signatory to the UN Conventions on the Rights of a Child. That's why yung criminal justice system nila, ganon, that's why they could actually try a minor who committed an heinous crime as an adult and be imprisoned in an adult prison.
May specific hearing, depende yata sa state pero may mga specific hearing for discernment, for determining discernment doon sa isang child who committed criminal acts. Kapag kunwari na-charge yung bata, before mag-charge dun sa merit ng kaso, maghihiring muna sila whether or not nag-i-exist yung discernment. And then that hearing would result into, if the answer is yes, then the kid is going to be tried as an adult. And if it's no, then kung ano yung programa nila for minors, yun yung masusunod. Yan yung pagkakaalala ko ha, kasi I remember kinumpare ng prof ko yan dati sa sa system sa US, yung juvenile law nila sa US. Ayun. Anyway, Riri ask, meron ka pang gusto idagdag?
Idagdag, yung ano po, parang parang, I don't know how to put the words, yung inaano nila masyado yung online gaming, pero hindi nila masyadong mabash yung online gambling. Like, yung totoo, naninira ng pamilya yung gambling, pero talagang tatawagin talaga yung gumawa na developer ng online games, like nagpapatawa ba sila or something, ano ba yun?
Ano talaga, actually, hindi ko alam kung napanood niyo yung last ko na live. Sabi ko nga dito, ang mali kasi dito ni Risa Ontiveros, sige, papatawag niya yung, kasi sabi niya, to be fair kay Risa, ang explanation niya was, meron raw kasi siyang mga questions na gustong itanong doon sa developer ng Gorebox. Ngayon, sabi nung developer, ayaw niya, hindi siya pupunta, ganyan. And then, yung reply ni Risa is, magpapatulong pa siya sa German embassy para i-secure yung presence ng developer ng app, and at the same time, meron pa siyang pa-warning, nag-double down pa siya. At yun yung point na everything went south. Kasi dapat, nung tumanggi yung developer, tapos, okay, so hindi ka ba makakapunta? Well, meron lang kasi akong series of questions na gustong malaman. Baka pwede namang I'm going to forward this to you, pagkatapos replyan mo na lang ako in writing. Ganun. Kung yun lang naman talaga yung layunin niya na meron siyang series of questions na gustong itanong doon sa developer. And finish! 'Di ba? Ang mali dito ni Risa, hindi siya nakontento dun sa reply. Talagang gusto niyang i-double down at i-force yung developer na mag-attend ng hearing niya. Bakit? Eh dito na nagwala yung mga gamer. Kasi it doesn't make sense na
Actually,
ano ba sapat niya yung gusto mong i-elicit na feeling mo ay makakapagbigay liwanag dito sa lahat ng kaguluhan na to because they're not the key, they're not the bearer of the answer. Diba? Tapos magpaka-warning ka pa ng ganyan?
Actually, ito si Risa, makikita mo na talagang parang, ano pa to si Risa? Hindi niya alam yung process. Sabi niya, kukunin niya yung help ng German Embassy. Actually, German Embassy cannot help you because you need to file, actually, a case in Germany itself in order to force the gamer to actually attend your hearing. Ano yung batas? Eh, your law in the Philippines is not applicable in Germany. Bakang reason to. So, hindi mo siya mapipili.
Tutuko ng
Correct.
Germany sovereignty para sa ano niya, optics niya. Like,
Para sa optics
ganun talaga
niya.
siguro pag isaw-saw na ang pandesal habang mainit pa ang kape.
Loka-loka talaga. Sobrang parang, yun nga parang, wow, talaga guguluhin mo yung isang bansa para lang sa optics mo. Tanga ka. Ganon. Embarrassing talaga tong si Risa. And, to be fair dito kay Risa, sabi ko nga, sa akin, kung gusto niya imbitahan yung developer, okay lang rin naman yan. Pero parang pang by the way lang yan para dun sa hearing mo. By the way, inimbitahan ko rin pala ang developer ng mga gaming app, ganyan-ganyan. Pang by the way lang yan. Pero to really issue a warning, tapos humingi ka pa ng tulong doon sa German Embassy to secure the presence of, parang, dude, sino hinahabol mo?
Parang,
diba? Parang,
ang nakakaloka dito, mas galit pa siya dun sa developer kaysa dun sa nag-commit ng mass shooting.
correct. Correct.
Pasipo talaga ng mga
Parang misplaced anger. Ikalawa, kung titingnan mo, yung nakita na yung information right now that we have gathered because of what happened in Leyte. Ito yung key events. Nabully, nag-snap, something happened in the brain and whatever, and then they committed the incident. Dapat ang nire-review mo, sufficient ba ang anti-bullying law natin? Kasi ito ang nag-trigger para mag-snap tong mga bagets.
Correct. Yung
Bakit
mga
walang- Diba? Sufficient ba yung ating juvenile justice law? Kasi nga, enough ba ito kung makapag-commit sila ng heinous crime in order to actually reform them? Dapat nandun ang question. Kasi yung video games, bakit, ito hindi ko maintindihan to sa mga to, no? Bakit ba nung panahon ng shabs, ang hilig-hilig niyo sabihin na shabs cannot lead you to commit violence, pero pagdating sa video games, it actually can commit you violence. When in fact, shabs is a molecule that actually degenerate your brain and impose control.
Oo, correct. Correct. It makes you a walking zombie, no? Yung shabs. Nakakaloka talaga. So parang ang dami kasi eto lang, no? Yung ML, 'di ba, naging sports na nga 'yan. May mga tournament na nga, may mga international teams who would compete nga din sa mga ganitong
sa mga school, meron present talaga yung ML, di na matatanggal yan.
Oo. Pero yung ML, yung language diyan ha, instant kill, double kill, triple kill. Very violent yung language nung game.
bakit hindi niya pinatawag, patawag yung
Bakit hindi
developer ng ML?
ipatawag? Correct.
Alam mo kung
Di
bakit?
ba?
Alam mo kung bakit? Alam mo kung bakit?
Bakit?
Karamihan kasi naglalaro niya mga campings.
Hindi, masyadong strong ang ML community. Pag,
Exactly.
pag nagsalita siya against that, yari siya. 'Di ba? Hindi maraming mix ang mga gamers sa totoo lang.
Ano pa nga lang yung Gore Emerald. Galit na yung mga gamers Ganun ba kasi
Oo,
yung Gore
yes.
Emerald?
No, it's not. It's not sikat. Sabi nga nung isang gamer, sabi niya gano'n, bakit pinag-iinitan niyo tong itong app na to? It's not even that good. Itong app na to parang para sa mga gamers hindi nga ito yung favorite nila. Wala ka masyado naglalaro niyan 'Di ba? So, ayun. So anyway, nagkataon lang na yun yung nilalaro ng isang shooter. So, they want to make a correlation. And apparently, there is also an anti-video game narrative sa US. So that is also one thing that the gamers are looking at na parang nagpe-peddle lang kayo ng anti-gaming narrative. Kasi ito yung kineso sa Amerika.
Alam mo, naloloka ko kay Risa. Kasi nung unang panahon niya, bakla wala yung, di ba naalala nyo yung una niya, tinarget din niya yung yung Pornhub or something like that. Hindi ba yung akbayan, kayo yung nagkiklaim na very progressive? Bakit biglang ang argument nyo ngayon parang conservative argument in the United States?
Oo. True. Ayun.
So, iwan ko lang kung nakita niyo yung post ni Bam. May post si Bam kasi na parang meme, na parang pag ibaban ang yung games, parang naka-X, pero may another na naman siyang ipapatupad na law something. Like, nag-aaway na ba sila ni Risa? Or talagang may away sila, hindi lang nila pinakita?
I do not know. Sa akin wala naman akong pake kasi at the end of the day, ano ba yung result ng mga pinaglalaban nila ang importante sa atin So, nag-aaway ba sila? I think, magkakampi lang yan because same sila ng agenda. Pero, ayan yung sabi niya, iban ang video game X, school safety app, yun daw yung check, yun daw yung pag-usapan. Well, Bam is a gamer. Pagkakataon niya na i-correct niya yung mga fellow senators niya, nakakulay niya. But at the end of the day, ano ba maibibigay ni Bam? Ano ba yung niya? Ano ba yung madi-deliver niya dito sa conversation na to? Hindi nga niya ma-call out ng bonggang-bongga si Risa Saka
Nakakahiya nga yung si Senator Pia nga yung nababash, tapos yung nagkasagutan sila ni Senator Risa. Tapos kasi as a student din, dun sa panukala kasi ni Sen Risa, parang inaano niya sa about hospital. Can you explain po yun? Parang kasi pagkaintindi ko, like, dun sa promissory note, as someone na nursing student, parang baka maraming hospital ang magsara noon, which is, yun na nga yung problema. Kukunti na nga lang yung mga hospital na parang papraktisa ng mga nursing student. Tapos dahil doon, baka mas laro sila magsara kasi hindi na, kailangan ng pera para gumana ang hospital, especially private hospital. Given na fact na yung mga public hospital naman natin, hindi naman sila ganun ka-available. Kaya nga mga siksikan na nga sila doon.
Hindi ko masyadong nasundan yung alam ko ang nagdebate niyan si Pia Cayetano at saka si Risa Ontiveros. Hindi ko masyadong nasundan yung debate nila. Pero si Risa kasi may track record kasi talaga siya ng puki-puki na legislation sa totoo lang. So parang kung kunwari meron siyang mga legislation na ganyan, yung parang well, just like what she's doing dito sa sa Tacloban incident na willing magpuki-puki tong si Risa Ontiveros, tawagin yung isang German national para sa hearing niya, guluhin ng isang bansa para sa sarili niyang optics. I will not be surprised na yung approach niya doon sa free hospitalization or doon sa bill na gusto niyang i-push is going to include bobo moves like that. So, ayun. Pero I'm sorry, Rere Aska, kasi hindi ko masyadong nasundan yung debate nila ni Pia Cayetano. May mga
Ako rin po
snippets lang ako.
snippet lang kaya natanong ko kung alam niyo po yun kasi napaka-alarming.
Mm.
Pati nga po yung kay BAM, yung sa RLE something na ibibigay sa nursing student, ang problem naman po is paano yung mga thousand naman po kasi yung graduates ng nursing. So parang ang problema, paano mo sila mapapastay dito given na fact na mababa yung pasahod, mga ganun po. Tapos sa public naman po kasi yung palakasan system, like paano naman po yung mga bagong graduate na wala namang ganong connection.
Ayun na nga. Ayaw din nilibayan yun kay Risa. Sorry, pero si Bam kasi parang hindi ko rin siya matrust eh. So sa akin, doon na lang tayo sa result. Ano yung kaya niyong gawin na talagang useful for everyone. So kung
Yes,
gusto nilang
pero
mag-iringan, gusto nilang mag-away, gusto nilang mag-trash talkan among themselves, si Risa, si Bam, si Kiko, bahala na sila sa buhay nila.
okay
Ayun.
po. Yun lang po. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Sas. Avid follower since like senior high school pa.
Ayan. Thank you, Riri As. Maraming salamat. Ayun. Because Bam presented himself as a gamer for votes from gaming community. He's only performative. Oo, yun, ganun niya binenta yung sarili niya na gamer daw siya. Meron pa kayang content na nag-ML siya. Ayun. Ayun. Anyway, hello, Lucky Mix.
Hi, Ate Joey. Hi, Ate Saz. Ayun. So, napabasa tuloy ako eh. Kasi nung nakaraan, may argument din kami ulit na asawa ko about this if agree siya or disagree siya or any comments about sa juvenile law. Kasi law student siya. So, ako naman, more on psych ako. So, dun sa mga hindi nakakaintindi kasi, ang point lang naman ni Ate Sas dun sa sinabi niya is based dun sa theory ni, sino na to? Operant conditioning theory. Nakalimutan ko kung sinong payo. Si Skinner, ayun. So, sabi dun sa theory na yun kasi is, yung behavior natin is influenced by by its consequences. So, ibig sabihin, yung behavior, dapat lagi siyang may kasunod na consequences para hindi na siya maulit-ulit. So, dapat yung consequences na yun is meaningful and consistent. So, kung i-relate natin siya dun sa juvenile justice, paano nga natin masasabi na appropriate yung punishment para ma-reduce yung future delinquent behavior kung hindi naman natin tinuturo na yung criminal acts have real consequences. Kasi Ate Joey, nakapunta na ako sa home for the girls and home for the boys. And marami talaga dun patients. We call them patients. And most of the time, there are 80 to 100 children doon. And ang psychologist lang nila isa. And yung setup doon,
Exactly. Actually,
yes.
hindi talaga handa yung mga
Mhm.
facilities. And also, at this point, 20 years na yung juvenile juvenile law na yan, no? At this point, dapat nire-review na yan, effective ba? Meron bang mali? Meron bang tama? Kasi ang dami na nating mga landmark cases na nangyayari wherein yung super, super gory at saka heinous na mga crime perpetrated by minors. 'Di ba? Dapat may mga case studies na ng bonggang-bongga, may mga reviews na ng mga kasi 20 years is enough data to
Mhm.
to check whether this is working or not. And yung Tacloban incident na nangyari is a big slap on our faces na tinatawanan tayo ng mga bata kasi alam na alam nila kung paano i-evade
Exactly,
yung
exactly.
responsibility.
Yeah. And
'Di
kung
ba?
iisipin natin, ate, yung setup kasi dun sa mga home for the girls and home for the boys, usually, it's like a dorm. So, may morning routine, afternoon, evening, and that's it. And sa dami ng mga pasyente doon, hindi kaya ng isang social worker, maswerte na kung may dalawang social worker at isang psychologist to do once a week therapy or like counseling to them. So, and then at the same time ate, how can you tell nga naman na it's fair and proportionate yung sanction nila para ma-discourage sila sa reoffending, di ba? Yun yung mga question doon. And then at the same time, ate, agree ako dun sa sinabi ni Ate Sas, yun sana yung i-share ko. Bakit tinawag siya na children offending chuchuchu the laws?
Children in
Eh,
conflict with laws.
Yes. Oo. For me naman, mahilig kasi yung Pilipinas na lagi na lang parang sinosoften lahat ng mga bagay-bagay. Parang yung recent na SC ruling na hindi na sila illegitimate children. Na sila? Anong tawag na nun? Children outside marriage. Ganyan na ang tawag. Tama no ate? Yun yung nilabas nila. So, sa akin naman, mas okay na lang din na it's up to you din kasi as a person on how you will present yourself, if you will use it as your weakness or strength, kung labeled ka man na criminal or not. I think mas makaka-add up na, oo, naging criminal ako, but look at me now, na, alam mo yun, na nag-change na ako. And part talaga ng discipline yung shaming. Kasi, you know na you are labeled that way, kunyari sa family, eto kasing batang to, mahilig mangupit nung bata. The more that you openly say it to that kid, mas na i-increase yung shame niya na, ay shit, hindi ko nagagawin to kasi I don't want to be labeled that way.
Yeah. Actually, Lucky Mix, I just need to give something. Yung change kasi ng illegitimate children and children outside of marriage, that is actually a valid change of category. Kasi yung illegitimate children kasi, it actually, it's actually based on a false premise. All children are legitimate. You actually have children and that is your legitimate child. That's your biological child. Therefore, it's legitimate. Pero yung isa na children in conflict with law versus children that committed a crime, those are actually semantically the same. No? So, yung gusto lang nila ng children committed, yung sinabi nga ni Joey, ayaw nila ma-embarrass, ayaw nilang ma-stigmatize. Hindi ba ang point nga natin, kaya tayo nagkaroon ng criminal justice because we would like to stigmatize and embarrass and humiliate people who actually committed a crime.
Exactly, ate. Ate Sas, yung, alam mo yung, nakalimutan ko na, basta naaral na namin to before. Yung moral reasoning kasi, di ba nagde-develop siya through stages. So kapag adolescent ka, oftentimes nasa conventional level ka. And then you learn about the importance of rules, laws, societal order. Tapos in that stage, which is yung adolescence, doon na natuturo sa atin yung fair consequences ng wrongdoings that could reinforce respect for social rules. So, mas nag-i-strengthen yung moral judgment natin. So, pag kunyari
Actually,
Sige, ate.
Actually, ang the moral reasoning is already developing even as a toddler. Parang there is an inherent capacity to know what's right from wrong. So
parang based na lang siya ate sa how you will
reinforce that you reinforce that biological inheritance.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Pero kasi
So,
ang problema, ang physically impossible lang kasi is how you're going to actually strengthen impulse control when given that the capacity of the brain for impulse control fully developed at 25. Kaya doon na pumapasok yung discipline, punishment, norm internalization, hanggang hindi mo pa nagkakaroon ng physical capability to actually have that full impulse control. So, ayun yung problema dito sa batas na to. Is it sufficient?
Yung rehab mismo ate, yung insufficient. Kasi sa sobrang dami, hindi na rin siya ganun
Hindi siya
ka-strong enough to
oo.
stay there for 1 year. Ate,
Mm.
maikli yung 1 year. And sa dami ng tao doon natin, hindi nila yun matututukan. Kasi ikaw nga, kunyari ate, alcoholic ka, it will take you years na commitment doon bago mo siya maintindihan
Ma-rehab
na yung
yung sarili mo.
alcoholism is mali. So
Mm.
the span of rehabilitation itself is wrong. Tapos ate nung nag-visit kasi kami sa rehab center sa home for the girls. Parang when you ask them, ano pong ginagawa nyo ganyan? Ito lang ginagawa nila, everyday routine, afternoon routine, once a week we have like group sessions. And if i-connect ko siya dito ate sa juvenile, parang what kind of learning will they learn from this one? Parang more on para lang silang nagbabakasyon. Sa totoo lang.
Actually,
Ganon.
meron silang mga activities, meron silang mga art workshop, meron silang mga
Ate Joey,
Yeah,
kasi
yung mga
sasabihin ko, pag afternoon sessions na nila, ang gagawin lang nila, nagdo-drawing, naggugupit ng papel. So, ano
Ayun
nga
nga.
yung learning mo
Hindi
doon?
nga actually yan yung nirereklamo ni PRRD na oo, sige, kunwari yung Davao City nakapag-comply siya dun sa hinihingi nung batas. Pero ang dami talagang hindi nakikita ang dami talagang parang mali din. Yun yung nirereklamo ni PRRD diyan na you're not really addressing the problem. Kasi unang-una, kagaya nga nung ine-emphasize ko from the start of this live, ang ina-address kasi nung mga penal laws is punishment as a deterrent and then reformation, 'di ba? Okay, yung reformation part kulang na kulang. Kasi biruin mo, one month pagkatapos, 1 year, at least 1 year, pagkatapos, re-reviewin kung nag-change na ba yung bata or whatnot. So, wala ka namang facilities talaga, wala ka namang enough professional to really look at the development of the children, di ba? Pagkatapos, at the same time, wala ka ring enough deterrent doon sa law kasi nga hindi nga kinakabit yung accountability dahil hindi ka nga china-charge, 'di ba? Hindi ka tinatawag na kriminal, hindi nga pinapakita yung walang sense of walang sense of accountability dun sa ginawang mali nung bata. Kasi nga mangyayari, o dito ka pagbabakasyonin ka dito, bibigyan ka ng putyo-putyo na rehabilitation program, 'di ba? Ng LGU. Pagkatapos, yung dalawang purpose nung paggawa mo ng batas, wasak. Wasak kasi kaya ka nga gumagawa ng mga penal laws at saka ng mga dahil for deterrent 'di ba? Deterrent na pagka pumatay ka, life imprisonment ka, 'di ba? Or 'di ba? Makukulong ka hanggang 40 years 'yan. Pwede kang abutin ng hanggang 40 years diyan. Depende sa gravity nung kaso mo. Yung mga tipong gano'n. That is supposed to be the deterrent aspect of a penal law, 'di ba? Dahil nga sa Juvenile Delinquency Act na 'to, wala ka nun Hindi na present 'yun, 'di ba? So yung natural function ng batas, wala dito sa Juvenile Justice Act na ito. Pagkatapos nag-offer ka nga ng reformation, kulang na kulang naman. So wala talaga siyang silbi. Ngayon, it has been 20 years already. You are supposed to have enough data to measure the efficiency of this law. 'Di ba? Why are we not reviewing it? Hindi ko maintindihan doon sa mga kumukontra. Putang ina, dami na nga nagrereklamo. Meron ka na ngang magwad siblings na nangyari. Meron ka na ngang Tacloban shooting and countless other crimes na talagang heinous perpetrated by minors
Ang
themselves.
ano kasi dito, no, if you put yourselves into the shoes of the family of the victims, do you think that the penal the juvenile law is enough in actually to get justice for your child na
Exactly.
Peggy? Yun yung tanong
Yeah.
kasi kasi laws are supposed uh, to balance fairness. It has to be fair. The punishment should be fair for the victims and as well as the perpetrator. Kaya nga tayo may mga okay, pag ito yung nagawa mong crime, ito yung required number of sentencing, it's other. So nagsa-strike tayo ng balance. And itong juvenile justice system natin, do you think that the law currently has achieved a balance between the victims and the perpetrator? Ngayon, you have to defend that. Why is it a correct balance? Is it because sinabi ng UN Convention of the Law, ganito? No, we have to think for ourselves. Parang you need to think for yourself na is this an acceptable balance in our community in the first place? Second, kung gusto mo ng reform, yeah, sure, but reform has to be actually science-based because you are claiming that at least 1 year can actually physically reform the neurological system of the kid. O, di ba? Madam? Ito si Madam Psych to eh. Ito si
Correct, Ate Sas. It takes like 3 to 5 years for you to be reformed talaga.
At ibang ano pa yan at ibang situation pa yan, and that is perhaps depression or whatever. But we're not talking here about depression. We are talking here about a brain that has gained capacity to actually commit a heinous crime.
Carry out a crime.
So,
a heinous crime.
At wala pa tayong study doon. Ngayon, kung sasabihin, you always have to err at the side of protecting society from those who have committed a heinous crime, whether they're adults or kids. That is the number one thing. Kasi if you're not gonna have that mentality that you have to protect society from those who are have already demonstrated that they could commit a heinous crime, then what are you actually protecting with this law?
Exactly. I
Exactly.
remember,
Wala nang purpose nga yung batas. Kasi nga, supposedly, the reason why yung justice na hinahanap is supposed to be addressed by accountability and the punishment. Yung combination na yan yung magdadala ng justice to tilt the balance doon sa mga nasaktan. Kaso nga lang, yung batas mo, iba nag-o-offer ng accountability.
hindi
Tapos
siya
hindi
proportionate.
naman nare-reform yung offender. 'Di ba?
Exactly.
Ano pa silbi niyan? Walang silbi. 'Di ba?